Hello again, friends! Today in this video, I am going to be talking about Angelic Pretty's 2020 releases. I wanted to talk about them because honestly, recently I've been feeling like they're a bit subpar in design, and I just thought it would be really fun to share my opinions on them with you guys, and I want you guys to share your opinions on them with me. So I have a slideshow ready, which I'll pop up on the screen, and it'll just be me talking over footage, so you won't see this beautiful coordinate for very long. But as you can see, I've also have some sort of new setup that you might see in some more of my videos. But yeah, I'm calling this my Angelic Pretty Review 2020, a subjective look at the subpar releases of 2020. This won't include all of the releases. This will mostly just include some of the main pieces that I've seen them releasing. This doesn't include, I think, How Panda, although it does include the other hanbok set. I don't know why. I just couldn't find any date releases for How Panda, so that's why. It also doesn't include any special sets. So any releases that do have special sets, they won't be included. It's just the regular colorways. And this also doesn't include any outfit sets. So this video won't include any outfit sets that they've released, such as that very sleek maid outfit that they released earlier this year. I'll be using the Instagram account angelicpretty_candy for most of my dates that I have listed. So you can go check them out, and you can have a look at the like teaser pictures that they have on there. It's a really good account to follow if you want to stay up to date with Angelic Pretty's releases. And instead of having the dates that I have listed as release dates, these are first look dates, because I don't know when these were released. I don't really keep up with AP releases because their recent designs aren't really to my tastes. I prefer their older designs. Just a fair warning, like I said, I don't like any of these releases really, so I am gonna be pretty brutal with my criticisms on them. Like I said, it's my opinion. It's not the end all be all of opinions on these releases, but if you do have something that you want to say, leave it in the comments and I might reply to you. So let's get started. So let's get right into my Angelic Pretty 2020 release review. So the first release we're going to talk about is Sweetie Ribbon. As you can see, I have images put up and then I have some points that I want to make. So this one was released in late January. It came in black, pink, mint, and ivory. It's okay. It feels very lazy from a design standpoint. The repeating pattern of just one image of ribbons is kind of lackluster, like boring. It's a very safe first year release. I like the bib detail on the OP, and I think the shape of the bodice on the GSK is quite nice. I quite like the Sweetheart design. I think AP are getting kind of confused about the current market, because right now we have the Western Lolitas wanting a lot of 2010 like old school sweet, and they're releasing quite mature sweet at the moment. I think the OP's kind of grandma-ish. It's very classical sweet, which I guess is maybe the Chinese and the Japanese market. Maybe that's what they're going for, but the Western Lolitas, from what I've seen, they're not really into this. Next release is Heart Cafe. This was released in early February, came in pink, blue, and red. It's actually quite cute. I quite like this one. It's very detailed, which I quite like. AP's kind of supposed to be known for its very overly sweet OP designs when it comes to solid prints. I like Gingham. There isn't any wow factor. Like, I didn't look at this and go, wow, I want to buy this. It's just very, again, it's quite a safe design. It is cute. I do like it though. I think the lace and the bows on the scallops are a really cute detail, and I like the 2 layers of frills that are going on at the bottom there, just below the scallops. I think the white frill in particular breaks up all the gingham quite nicely, and I think if it wasn't there, it would look quite like too much gingham. I think it's a good balancing add-on. Next release, Sweet Cherry Margaret. This was released around mid-February, came in pink, red, blue, and black. This is kind of the start of AP's like all over designs this year. The good thing about this one is the print is quite sparse, so you can actually look at all the individual components on the design. It doesn't feel claustrophobic like a lot of their designs. I'm not a fan of this purely because I just don't, it's not for me. Just not my type of design. I think all of the different colorways except for red, they don't allow, no, all the colorways except for red allow for you to get a good look at what's on the print, so you can see the daisies and the cherries and the ribbons pretty well, but then you get to the red and it's kind of just a bit blotchy looking because the cherries blend into the red gingham. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it that I have to say on there. It's an okay release. It's just okay. Next is Royal Crown Berry. This was released around mid-February, came in pink, black, and ivory. I hate the OP. I think the OP is so boring. Yeah, the color balancing gets kind of weird with this release. The print is really cute. I actually really like the crowns and the forks on the strawberries, and I think the, again, more sparse all over print is really cute, but the execution's a little weird because you have this really beautiful like color blocking on the JSK there in the pink with the red belt and then the red straps, and then you look at the black OP and you just have this really solid like weird color of black around the waist where the belt should be. Yeah, the color balancing is just a little weird. I don't know why. I really can't explain it. I think I actually don't know how to fix this, like without completely reconstructing the OP. I just think the color, I think they should have taken more consideration into the color balance of this. The OP also feels very uninspired. It's very simple in the way that normally you'd let the print speak for itself, but in this way the print kind of can't speak for itself because the OP is so ugly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this release. I think the print is really cute, the dress execution is not. That's about it. So next is Ice Cream Parlor, and you're all gonna hate, everyone's gonna hate me. I hate this print so much. I hate this print. This was released in late February, came in mint, pink, and blue, and it's just like I said, they tried. They were so close to what the 2010 they were so close to the 2010 OTT Sweet revival that we all really wanted, but the colors again got super weird. They had a red and a blue colorway release, and it reminds me of the circus, but like in a bad way. Like I love pink, and I think the baby pink and the baby blue colorway is just not good. Like I don't know what to say. It was so close, but they so heavily missed. And I think it's due to like the huge vertical stripes that are going on down like the whole dress that just say Angelic Pretty. Like it feels like such a waste of space. Like they had this ice cream border print planned out, and then they just couldn't figure out how to fill in the space, and then they would just, oh, we'll just put some stripes down the front and put AP on them. Like it just feels very lackluster. I hate the bow on the front. I don't know why they keep releasing these really dumb like floppy lanky bows, but you kind of have a look at the bow on the OP and it feels like they forgot to put one there, so they just grabbed some ribbon, tied a bow really quick and like threw it on there and just like, yeah, we're done. Like, I get what they were going for, they were trying to match it with the bow around the collar, but I don't know, I think this would have been a lot better with one of those really thick like bows that were from the old AP dresses. I really could sit here for hours and recite why I hate this print, but I'm gonna move on. So here is Falling Hearts. This was released in mid-March, came in blue, black, and red. I like the belt detail. I think it fits quite nicely with the overall look. But the OP can go in the garbage, in my opinion. It's called Falling Hearts, but they decided to put polka dots on it, and the only heart motif is the buttons and then the buckle on the belt. The red honestly hurts my eyes. That red is so bright. It's just not a cute red, you know what I mean? And with the OP, the long sleeves with the polka dots on it, they blend in. Like, if you look at the sleeve on the right, it's literally almost camouflaged with the dress. With the skirt, it's just so not thought about. Like, I think if they'd gone with like shorter sleeves, this would have been really cute, maybe, but like the long sleeves just don't do it for me. It's another mild, very safe release. I do like the sweetheart neckline and the flounces on the JSK on the straps, but yeah, it's just a polka dot dress at the end of the day. So this is Magic Girl Star. I actually quite like this print. This was released in mid-March, came in pink, black, and then like lavender. This feels a bit more like thematically inspired than the last prints that we looked at. It actually feels thought about. The overall design feels very cohesive and nice. The bow with the hem frill and the matching fabric really ties like together, and then you have the gold trim both on the bow, the collar, and then the bottom frill. I think it's just a cohesive design. I thought it was a bit of a shame that the lavender colorway, instead of being like the pink colorway with the lavender stripes, they just made the bottom frill lavender instead of black, but then kept the black stripes. It was really weird. I think that would have been really cute in a lavender stripe. The only bad thing that I have to say about this is that because they keep choosing to make these dresses out of polyester, it does feel a bit Taobao tier. Like, I could see like Chess Story or like Infanta like selling this dress. It does look a little cheap. I don't know how much it sold for, but probably should have been less. This is Neon Star Diner. Early April release, came in pink, black, and blue. Yeah, it's 50s inspired. Like, it fits thematically. We have more all over print as well. I wasn't going to speak on the blouses in any of these releases, but if they wanted to release a striped blouse to pair with the JSK, I feel like they should have made the JSK straps and like the faux collar a solid or a different color, because when you pair it with that blouse that the model's wearing, that is the blouse from the release, it really just blends together. Like, it looks a little weird. They also took the belt from the earlier release and put it into this design, which I guess is fine. You can reuse like elements from previous releases, but like, I don't know, when you look at them side by side, it is very obvious that they went, oh, a belt would be super cool with this release. But yeah, I guess the belt helps tie in like the stripe details that are on the neckline and the sleeves. I'm not fond of this print. Like, it's okay. I think some of the motifs are kind of cute. Like, I do like the gumball machine, but yeah, it's just not my thing. And for God's sake, AP need to stop using that stupid, like, tulle lace that they keep putting on everything, because it just, like, show me where this fits with the rest of this release, because it doesn't. They could have just put, like, a ruffle. Like a very small, like 1-inch wide ruffle along the bottom, and it would have looked way better. I really don't know why they chose to choose this lace, and they keep choosing it through all of these releases, and they just don't tie it in with the rest of the dresses. It makes no sense to me. So this is Topping Heart, and I actually like this release. This came out in late May, was in pink, white, and lavender. This is literally the closest to the 2010 demands that AP stands have been making this year. It feels very thought about, and I really enjoy the throwback elements that they put on here, like the chunky waist bow, the neckties that are on the OP, and then the lace that they've added around the neckline feels very, like I own Jewelry Jelly and they have that on the neckline. It just looks really cute. It's also the right amount of, like, too much, if that makes sense. Like, they've really balanced out, like, especially on the pink and the blue OP, they've really balanced out, the amount of, like, stuff that they've got going on. Because, like, it is a lot. But it doesn't feel... like, it is too much, but it doesn't feel like too much. I really wish they'd done some classic AP lace on the bottom instead of, again, that weird dot tool lace. But aside from that, I can really get behind this release. I'd love the OP. I think the OP in lavender is beautiful. Yeah, I really want this dress. So now we have Humming Gingham. This was released in late May. Came in red, royal blue, like sax blue, and I put an OP only in pink, but I think it came out in the JSK as well. It just wasn't listed in the library pictures. Yet again, another Gingham print. The waist bow on this is way better than previous releases, thankfully. And I like the flower lace along the bottom. I think the two little bows on the bottom are quite cute as well. This JSK exists. I think the bodice detailing is nice, and like the OP has some like cute like floofy sleeves. I think they're actually see-through, which is a cute detail. And I do like the little gathered like flounces on the bottom. I'm just glad that it's not another long sleeve design, because they need to stop. They need to stop with the long sleeves. It's a cute casual summer release, and the design is like nice enough. I do think this release is okay. It's just another safe AP design. So, Horoscope Carnival. This was released in early June, came in blue, white, and navy. And the JSK is just better than the OP. Like, the print on all of them except the navy is pretty hard to like see, if that makes sense, because they went with such a pale blue and it blends into like the curtains on the white JSK just there. Like, if you compare it to the navy, you can barely see it. Like, you'd have to come really close up to actually see what's on there. I actually hate this release. I think it's awful. It's just not to my taste. I think the JSK with the drop flounces looks really elegant on the sleeves, and the lace around the top of the bodice is quite nice, the tiered lace, but the OP it's just, the OP's a disaster. Like, honestly, they have this like neck cage going on at the top, but it's such a really random detail to add because there's no other edginess in the print to warrant like adding it. Like, there's no strap detail or like stud detail anywhere else in the print for them to warrant adding those studs and the straps on the neck. It's just so weird. And the waist flounce would be okay if there wasn't an extra 5 inches of chiffon frill at the bottom. It's just a weird balance. And then the OP cut, for whatever reason, gives me grandma vibes. And it's probably because of the really wide boat neckline that they gave, and then they put the double lace layer on as well.
I just think the OP missed really hard, but the JSK is okay, I guess. So this one is Rabbit's Happy Flower Banquet. This is released in early June, came in pink, mint, lavender, and white. I like this a little bit. I think the color combos are really cute, and the bodice details, along with the like cute little waist belt that's got a name that I can't remember, is really cute. They both feel very elegant. Even if they are going for like a more sweet like vibe, it still feels quite still feels very elegant. You can really tell that they thought about the hanbok design and then also how to make it read as Lolita as well as hanbok. I think it's a really thoughtful release. I think the sleeves on the OP are stunning. I think they're really beautiful. The only thing that I don't like is that you can kind of see on the darker color JSK, the lining is shorter than the outer layer of the skirt, and you can see it, and it looks a little like they skimped out a little bit on that, and I just think that's kind of a shame. Like, I think they probably should have just made them the same length. Just looks a little cheap. So this is Maiden's Tutu doll. It was released in late June, came in pink, blue, and lavender. This gives me Victorian ghost, like, child vibes. Like, this is what the ghost in my old Victorian house will be wearing whilst it appears by my bedside. The sheer overskirt makes it look like those pig noirs, I think is how you say it, that were trending like a couple years ago. And yet it's still not in fashion. I'm still not here for that. It kind of just looks like a nightie. It's a little off-putting, honestly. So I'm gonna move on from this one. This one's Dolly Heart. Was released in late June, came in pink, black, and red. It's pretty cute. The JSK, once again, is nicer than the OP. And the polyester quality is really making this print black, I'll be honest. Especially on the OP. I don't know why they keep making these weird, simple OPs and then making the JSK, like, so much better. Like, even though all the JSK has that's, like, slightly more detail is, like, the frill on the bottom, it just looks infinitely better. Like, the OP looks a little, like it only took, like, an hour to design, if that makes sense. AP've really been catering to more mature suite this year, and it really shows through in this style. The print is kind of cute. It's just hearts. Like, it's gonna be cute if it's just hearts. But I do think a larger polka dot is better than a smaller one, so it's got that going for it. For some reason they gave this dress like a really long neck bow. I don't know why, because proportionally it looks really awkward. I think they should have gone for a short one, or they should have just given it a waist bow. Like, there's really no excuse for that bow, like, to be that long. It's so awkward looking. Again, the polyester quality is lacking. It just cheapens the overall look of the dress, really. I'm not gonna say much on this release because I really dislike it. But this is Fantastic World Map. Was released in late June, came in navy, beige, and white. I'm not into the print personally. Although I do think on the OP the bodice details are really cute, like the tie, the pockets, the sleeve cuffs. I think that's really adorable. I like the navy quite a bit, but I'm not really fond on the rest of it. I'm moving on. This is Angelina. Released in late June, pink, black, and white. The OP slaps for this. This is the sort of OP that I want AP to be releasing if they're gonna do long sleeve OPs, because it's stunning. Like, it's really beautiful. The sheer sleeves with the polka dots, and you can see your arms through it, that, like, beautiful. Like, that's what I want. It feels very dainty and mature. You can compare this OP to the Falling Hearts OP, and you can see that this is the correct way to do long sleeves with a polka dot pattern and have it not blend in to the rest of the dress. I really wish However, I really wish they'd put the frill on the JSK as well. And I feel like that would have made this release really solid. It is a shame they didn't put the frill on the JSK. Another subpar release, honestly. This is Romantic Lace, was released in mid-July, came in white and black. Literally Victorian Ghost Mark II. It does kind of remind me of like a sundress that you'd find in a charity shop. It's just there. It's just lace, you know. It's nothing really special. And this came in a baby doll cut, which, this release is for the Small Titty Committee. And that's all I'm gonna say on it. This is Rose Tea Garden. It was released in mid-August, came in mint, pink, navy, and black. Again, lackluster OP choices. I think this is quite nice, and I get very classic vibes from it, but, yeah, the OP just isn't doing it for me. Like, I think the sleeve choice is quite cute and the contrasting color, but the, like, the bib, is that the bib detailing with the big frills, it's just not doing it any justice at all. I don't know, like, it just doesn't balance correctly, I don't think. I think the OP would also be really difficult to coordinate, because it feels like you would have to coordinate it with the mass of color instead of being able to pick out like the burgundy or the blue from the print. You just kind of have to go with that dusty pink. And this is like the start of AP's fascination with the huge ruffles on the front bodice. And again, it's another long sleeve OP. Like, I get it's classic, but like, you can have short sleeve OPs in classic, you know. This is Cute Candy Check. Was released in late August. Came in pink, red, and black. I actually do like this. But yeah, the bows on the skirt feel like a bit of an afterthought. Like they needed some more detail to put on there, and they kind of just went with the bows. They also don't match the big bow in color on the dress. Like, the bow is like a slightly off shade to the ribbons. That's a little weird. I am kind of biased towards this one because I do really like tartan. I think they should have just put some lace in the middle of those ruffles just to emphasize them a bit more, because they do sort of blend in because it's obviously a check pattern. It's kind of gonna do that. And again, the stupid, like, long bows. Like, the one on the OP looks fine because it doesn't go past the waistline, but then you look at the JSK one, and again, it's like a stupid, like past the waistline bow. I don't know why they keep doing that. It's such a dumb choice. This is Little Witch. This was released in late August. Came in pink, black, wine, and lavender. I wish they'd made this into a border print. This would have been so cute if they'd picked out like the cats on the tarot cards and just made this into a really cute border print. And again, tacky looking, polka dot lace, very simple. They could have put some custom lace on, they could have had moons, they could have had stars. Just literally anything but that stupid polka dot polka dot lace. Like, I just, give me some more, you know? I think the black is such a weak colorway, and they should have used silver hardware. Again, it's like AP, they did this on Holy Lantern, I think, and AP keep using gold hardware when they should be using silver, because this is a cool toned print and gold is a warm tone. There's not really any gold, there's yellow, but it's a very cool toned yellow, so the gold doesn't really fit in my opinion. And again, long sleeve OP with cuffs seems to be the default here. Although I do want to see more tarot prints, because I have tarot cards that I use pretty often. I just want more tarot card prints, really. Noble Collection. Released in late August, came in black, blue, red, and ivory. The OP sucks, in my opinion. The bib with the ruffles, yeah, I'm not here for it. And, like, I get they were going for a very royal theme, so they put tassels on the bow, but, yeah, cheap. in my opinion. I do like the composition of the print. The print, instead of being in all different rotations and like scattered about, kind of like glitter, I think this looks really nice in a more linear fashion where it's all vertical. Yeah, and I like the cat. I think the cat on it is cute. They released a brooch to go with this, and I think that's the only thing I liked about this release, is the cat brooch. I think my final good thing to say about this is that I like the sweetheart neckline on the JSK. And that's another thing AP are doing, sweetheart necklines. I just realized that. Interesting. This is the final slide that I have. This is Girly Sticker. This was revealed in late August. I don't know what colorway it's out in just yet, just because not all the pictures have been released as far as I am aware at time of recording. Again, that crappy tulle lace, and it's so awkwardly long. There's a shop in the UK called Smiggle, and they sell like children's stationery, and that is what this print reminds me of. And some people might like that. You know, everyone's got different opinions, but this print sucks. The heart cutout on the JSK would have been cute, like the Meta Bubble Bath print, but you can't see it. There's just no emphasis, it's just there. And like, what am I gonna do with that heart cutout? There's there's not really any reason for it to be there. And this is another case of long sleeves being disguised into the rest of the print, which will make you look bigger when you wear it. There is no reason why they shouldn't have released this on a cotton with glitter in the print. That would have been so cute. But instead you get this clip art mess. This literally feels like clip art. It's an awful release in my opinion. I think it's terrible. And that's all I'm gonna say. So here are my final thoughts. I only really liked 2, I think, maybe 3 releases from this list. As of right now, Lovely Poodle and Toys Museum haven't had full pictures released, but I quite like how Lovely Poodle is shaping up. I'm really bored of APs all over prints, and while I do wish they'd make more border prints, it looks like they don't have any more planned for the rest of this year. They seem to be favouring a more sweet, but mature look at the moment, which isn't really reflecting the wants of the Western market, as older sweet themes are undergoing a renaissance right now. But this might not be the case for the Japanese and the Chinese market, I don't know. Obviously I'm in the Western market, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. Personally, I think the use of polyester is bringing some of their releases down. The sheen that is on polyester makes them look a lot cheaper, but I understand that polyester can be good for longevity, ease of wear, and being cheaper to manufacture. But I, like many others, really want to see more of AP's 2010 to 2014 style releases, with the border prints and the soft pastel colors, the more cute motifs, and especially the cotton fabric, I think, is very much missed by Angelic Pretty fans. But honestly, I highly doubt we'll have a cotton release anytime soon, unfortunately. So that is my 2020 AP review. I hope you enjoyed. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts, so if you leave them in the comments, I want to read them and see if you think the same things or if we think differently. I think it'd be really interesting to find out. So thank you for watching, give the video a like, subscribe if you like, and I will release a new video sometime soon. Thank you for watching, goodbye!